humans aren't born out of laying around on their asses. We're the dominant species. We built all this. We're powerful, and we're beautiful, and we're ready to build the next level of civilization in God's plan. If you love God and you want to build a pro-human future, you must become the victor. But you have to believe in yourself first. This is the truth, and everyone knows it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you read that title correctly. Pirate Software has officially quit World of Warcraft Hardcore. And the reason we're talking about this, again, is because, first of all, I think it's funny. People do obviously want to hear about it. They want to listen to it. But this guy really is the gift that keeps on giving. His clips and his responses and his attitude is just absolutely horrible. So if in any of my videos, it finally clicks in somebody's head, wow, I really don't want to emulate this guy's behavior, and one day they blow up and they get big and they're in a similar situation and they're thinking, okay, how do I react? And they think back to this video, I've done my job. I just want one, okay? I want one person's career to be spared what this guy is putting himself through. If you ever make it as big as he has, and you get into that sort of rhythm and role, this guy could have stopped this at any point. But not only did he quit, wow, he still refuses to take responsibility for what he did afterwards. And he talks about why he was banned from the guild. And he said, it's because I was reporting content creators. What was he reporting content creators for? Well, they saw that there was an opportunity for drama, and apparently they were sending people his way to, send messages and complain. And instead of using that as an opportunity to promote yourself, to grow, and to show people that you can do the right thing and to be chill, instead, this arrogant asshole doubles, triples, quadruples down, goes on a banning spree, bans thousands of people. I mean, everything about this is the wrong reaction. It is absolutely piss poor, and this should be studied. More people should be doing videos on this just to analyze how atrocious this was. Now, if you're a fan of Pirate Software, that's absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine. I've had many people who are fans of Pirate Software say disparaging things about my channel in the comments. Oh, you're a no talent, lazy, grifty. Like, these people don't know me or my channel. They've never watched an ounce of content other than this, and I'm criticizing their favorite streamer. So they do what a lot of other people do. When they're in this parasocial relationship, they just lash out. But you know how I handle it? I don't ban people. If it's egregious enough, I'll just make fun of them in the comments section. But this guy wants to take this holier-than-thou attitude. Dude, you're a furry. You don't ever get to take the moral high ground on anything. I have learned about Maldovius fig tree more than I ever wanted to in my goddamn life. People keep sending me, hey, have you heard of Maldovius fig tree? I'm like, I don't want to know any more about Maldovius fig tree, your ferret persona, okay? Seriously, you don't get to morally lecture somebody if you're a furry, all right? Never. Not even once. You don't get to morally lecture anyone about anything, okay? Is that perfectly clear? I'm not saying it makes you immediately a bad person. That's not what I'm saying. But when you're trying to take this position that I'm so much better than everyone, take this self-righteous position, it's like, dude, you like to put on an animal costume. Okay, enough. So we'll watch this clip. But first I want to show you this.
Why they kicked me out of the guild? So they kicked me out of the guild because I said that I was going to be reporting people that were sending abusive comments to me and sending their communities to come and hate raid me. And what they don't understand is that meant very few people.
So he's putting this to make him look like, oh, I'm in the right here. I'm in the best possible light. That's not the way that he said it. It's not the way he phrased it. That's not the way that he approached the topic. He threw out the meme at this point. I worked at BioWare, or I worked at Blizzard for a long time. I still have people who look at my chats who work there. They know me. This is a really dumb thing that you're doing. Like, basically, I work there and I'm going to get you banned. That's what he said, and I have no reason to believe he didn't follow through on that and ban people and get people banned from the game. Now, again, whether you like this guy or not is irrelevant. Everything that he has done since the initial incident, which you could argue whether he was right or wrong, everything that this guy has done is wrong. Which is why, for me, I can't stop making videos about this, because it's such an interesting look into the mentality and evolution of people like this. Where this guy had a lot of goodwill built up, and in the span of a couple days, he obliterated it. Absolutely obliterated it. That fascinates me, because if it were me doing that, now we're in a position similar to this, my instinct is to reflect on what I'm doing and sort of like, okay, I'm more of an observer. I'm analytical on these sort of situations. I'd be like, what am I doing? Like, what are we doing? How is this situation evolving? Is this in the benefit of my career and what I've been doing this whole time? Does this violate, any sort of principles? Am I alienating people? Am I saying that I'm going to go on a ban spree and then being proud about it and banning 4,000 people? Am I just removing anyone who disagrees from my Discord or my chat and putting my mods to work overtime? Am I handling this in a way that is congruent with the gaming community and my own principles? And this guy, I don't know what his principles are, but whatever it is, I can't imagine this is what he thought he would be doing. And this is the sort of narcissistic, thin-skinned, completely removed from reality attitude that we see far too often, where these people want to curate every little bit, and they don't want any free speech. They don't want any ability to conversate. This guy is such a fucking asshole. He hung up on one of his own guildmates. That alone, if I were the guild leader, I would have kicked him out immediately. One of his guildmates was venting his frustration and talking to him. Actually, I don't know if he was his guildmate. I think he was a guildmate. I think he was a teammate at the very least. They're in the same, they're in the same dungeon. They're talking. Hangs up on him. No, I don't want to talk like that. Yeah, no, not doing that. It's like, you're a pompous, arrogant person who made a mistake, and instead of owning up to it, you have done everything to make the situation worse. I am fascinated by that. Because not only has this guy made everything worse, but now he's quitting playing World of Warcraft, which is more ammunition for people to say, really? Like, you're going to roach out of that too? You're going to blink out of WoW Hardcore?
There was like one content creator that we actually reported, and actually I think we brought that up to 3 now. And there were people that were actively sending their communities to attack us and talking about it live on stream. Not just
unless they were doxing him and putting out his information, his name, his address, his phone number, where his girlfriend works, or something like that. Unless that is the case, who cares? They're sending their audience, win them over. It's an opportunity. If you are as good as you think you are in your own mind, you use it as a winning strategy. Like, all of these people, all of these eyeballs are on me. I'm going to use this as a chance to grow myself and to show them that I am the real deal, that I am legitimate, that I was in the right, if that's really what you believe. Instead, you shut down dissent. You go into these tirades about, people are just here to hate and stuff. Your ego got hurt, and you couldn't handle it. You talked a big game, you got humiliated and shut down. It happens, it does. But you notice that nobody's looking at Soda Poppin' the way that they're looking at you. Nobody's mocking him. And he was the guild leader. People should have a bigger problem with him dying. But they didn't. They analyzed what he did. And do you know what Soda Papa didn't do? Go on some megalomaniacal, tyrannical, narcissistic tirade, start banning people, threatening to ban streamers. Whether you think you're in the right and you're wrong, you're wrong.
Just anybody covering the shit, but people being like, hey, I want to start beef with this guy.
Who cares? Who cares? This guy's popular right now. He did something stupid. I want to start beef. Who cares? If you're as good as you think you are, you will turn that opportunity into a gold mine for yourself. And I don't just mean in terms of financials. I mean, basically showing your resilience, fighting back against it, proving that you're somebody that can be taken seriously. But this is just so pathetic.
Specifically for content. I want to attack this dude for content. I think it'd be good content to fight this guy.
Who cares?
And I was like, no, we're reporting that. It's dog shit. So
no, you can report that. But understand, you're a piece of shit. You are in the wrong there. Not saying that they're in the right. No. But the moment that you start hey guys, I worked at Blizzard for 7 years. I still know people there. So this was a really dumb move. What's a really dumb move is you isolating and alienating yourself further and further away, you not being able to handle this correctly. Do you know that I've had communities of people from bigger streamers than the people you're talking about that have come after me on my channel? We're talking big-time content creators. In fact, Moist Critical once reacted to a video of mine. He called me a racist. Why did he call me a racist? Because I happened to say the word black in referring to a black woman that was on screen. It wasn't in a negative connotation or anything like that. I just happened to mention the race of somebody and he accused me of racist because he had a meltdown in one of his videos. It was pathetic. But I got inundated with some of the most low IQ individuals, hateful, toxic, ridiculous, thousands of comments. Thousands of them. And do you know what I didn't do? Well, first of all, obviously I didn't stop making videos. I continued on. I made fun of the ones that I thought were worth making fun of. Didn't ban a single one of them. I actually turned the better comments into content and got paid off of the back of them. Now, you may say, well, I'm above that. That's beneath me. If you genuinely think that, if you genuinely think you're above all this, then go ahead, do this. But understand, it makes you look so much worse.
So it's not just anyone covering it, which is what people tried to spin it as, but that's why they kicked me from the guild, is that it was because of that,
they were right to do that. They were right to do that the moment that you hung up on one of your teammates that was trying to talk to you and you just hung up on them. That right there is fireable from my perspective. But then on top of that, you threatening to ban content creators in a content creator guild? Yeah, no.
I get it, but they didn't look into anything. They just knee-jerked it, which is stupid, to be honest with you. But yeah, no, that shit doesn't belong in the platform. And I am more than happy to report that, and I don't really give a shit what.
Yeah, no, you're in the wrong. It's as simple as that. You're in the wrong on that. If somebody wants to start beef with you, no, I have to report. Just absolutely, seriously. I would say go F yourself, but you're a furry. You'd probably like that.
You guys, I won't be playing hardcore WoW on stream again.
The man says that he's not going to be playing hardcore WoW on stream anymore. He is done. He has blinked out of the entire game.
I don't give a shit about any of this stuff anymore. If you came here to like talk about it, or you want to do the thing, you think it's part of a soap opera or a bit. It's not part of a bit. I'm not going to play, and I'm just going to go do other stuff, and that's it. Yeah, I'm not going to make my own guild. I'm not going to do any of that shit. I'm out.
Pathetic.
Yeah, not interested.
All right. Well, that's it. He's quit. He's blinked out of the entire game. Now, I think he's going to be able to continue to make content. He's going to be just fine, but I think his reputation is damaged pretty severely. And what I want to do to end things, I want to once again play this song. This song is absolutely amazing. It's a brilliant song. I didn't play it in my last video talking about memes. By the way, let's talk about something for a moment, shall we? Let's talk about something for a moment. So my YouTube community tab, which we will refresh right now. In my YouTube community tab, wait. Oh. Let me get it set up. I thought it was right there, but apparently there's one more step involved. Apologies. In my YouTube community tab, this is the presidential portrait of Donald Trump. 3 more days. Somebody left a comment, and I just want to get people's opinion on this. Why is every video on YouTube now just a commentary over a crappy slideshow? It's not creative at all. Now, I responded to this by saying, my audience isn't typically comprised of retards who need dangling keys. The ideas and thoughts are the most important. And as usual, you guys delivered. And I've received a couple comments that are very interesting. Very, very interesting. I mean, I agree the substance of the video isn't more important, but you're like the 80 million channel I watch that is just the same topic and slideshows. So I understand what he's saying, but how would that be aided by me putting on some kind of presentation or playing games in the background? Like, I do get it. Like, oh, playing games in the background. Maybe that's what I got to do. It's not a bad idea, but I just prefer. I just prefer not to, insult your intelligence by thinking that you need a bunch of dangling keys. I just wanted to point that out because I thought that was interesting. What it does is it cuts down on the time that I need to make these videos so that I can get them out. Because while you may have heard this 80,000 times, I like to think that I bring something different to the table. Add a little bit of a different perspective. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just like everyone else and I'm, in my own head different. But, I find that a lot of content creators, they use buzzwords and they don't really vocalize what they really think. They're always interested in language that will put them in the good graces of advertisers. And I put out a video, I think it was at the end of my live stream, which basically alienated all potential future sponsors by telling people that I don't believe that you should cook for yourself, and for better help that you should go see a real therapist, and all that. So I basically covered all the bases, and but anyway, I want to play this video because this song goes really hard, and this is the perfect send-off that I think you all need to hear.
Tell you a tale of a blinking mage whose courage did fail. Dire mauls the scene, the pull went wrong, and Pirate's loyalty didn't last too long. Mana untouched, his team left to die, but Pirate's out sprinting, blinking on the slide. The tank's holding aggro, the group's on the ropes. Pirate checks his cooldowns and abandons their hopes. Guard Fengus steps in, adds swarm the hall. But where's the mage, yo? He dipped from it all. Out of mana! He cried, but the logs don't lie. Mana gem ready, archmage's robe nearby. No blizzard to save, no Nova to freeze, just a roach on the loose, dodging death with ease. The group screaming help, but he's already out. That's Pirates hardcore, just blinking, peace out. He's the Blink King, yeah, the roach on the run. While the group's getting crushed, he's saving just one. Talks big, plays small, yeah, he's flaky as hell. Pirate software ringing the coward's bell. A few days ago, he was preaching his creed. Hardcore is all about who your team can feed. Said he died for his crew, stand tall in the storm. But when the pull got messy, he abandoned the norm. No Frost Nova, no rank 1 spells, just a mage blinking fast, escaping the hells. Did all I could, man, who you trying to fool? You were halfway to the exit while your team got tooled. And that ass pull before, oh, you blame the crew. But the combat logs show it was all on you.
That is just absolutely beautiful. Software. He puts the software.
Yo, pirate, what's good? Where's that big talk now? Moments like this, so I play. You vowed, but the truth hit hard. You crumbled, you bailed, your team hit the graveyard, and your courage just failed. Man at gym chillin', robes cool down clear, but you saved all your tricks just to disappear. No accountability, just dodging the heat, while the rest of your squad got wiped in defeat. He's the Blink King, yeah, the roach on the run, while the group's getting crushed, he's saving just one. Talks big, plays small, yeah, he's flaky as hell. Pirate software ringing the coward's bell. God Fengus laughs, the direct mall floor's red, and pirates blinking past his team's last shred. No mana, he says, but the math's looking bleak. You had the tools to help, but your efforts antique. Moments like this, yeah, we've heard it before, but you folded like laundry, ran for the door. The thrill of hardcore's about grit and guts, but pirates' version just blinking and cuts. Take a bow, my dude, for your cowardly feat. While you cruise in the dirt, you're out saving your seat. Blaming the group for your asshole sins, dodging the truth while the chaos begins. You're a roach in disguise, claiming you care, but your actions speak louder. Ain't nobody there. He's the Blink King, yeah, the roach on the run, while the group's getting crushed, he's saving just one. Talks big, plays small, yeah, he's flaky as hell. Pirate software ringing the coward's bell. Yo, pirate, this song's your legacy now. Dire Mall's echoes will keep calling you out. Mana gems unused, Frost Nova's a ghost, but blinking away, yeah, you're doing the most. So to all you mages, let this be a sign. When the group calls for help, don't just cross the line. Stand tall, play smart, leave the roach ways behind, or end up in a verse where your shame gets defined.
That's fantastic. Beautiful song. Ladies and gentlemen, I always appreciate those of you sticking around and watching the video. Share your comments, share your feedback, whether I agree or disagree. I always appreciate it. Means the world to me. So yeah, we talk about this because we want to use this as a teachable moment in order to, improve the industry, improve behaviors, whether it's gaming, whether it's, movies, television, comic books. We want to inspire better behavior, more resilient people, not roaching out and coping out and disappearing, and this sort of attitude. I would love to purge Pirate Software's attitude, his demeanor, the way he treats people, right out of the common streamer echo chamber or sphere. I like people to be more open, be more resilient, be open to communication, be open to dialogue, not think that they're above other people, because he's definitely not. I would like people to have more of an approach that is reflective of those who actually give a shit and care and want to hear from other people. That's just my personal opinion. More connectivity between individuals. If somebody comes to your channel and they want to start stuff, banning everyone and then reporting them is absolutely pathetic. It's unconscionable. It's weak. It's just disgusting. And this guy he was right to be kicked. I don't know if it's like a permanent kick was the right thing to do. Maybe giving him a series of punishments might have been the better way to go. But if you don't trust your teammate, if you don't trust them, yeah, what are you going to do as a guild leader? Anyway, that'll do it, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching. See you next time.